care about shit, and sometimes it fucking kicks you in the dick and you hate it. I will say though, if the Giants don't lose their game for the rest of this season or postseason, I think they win the Super Bowl.
Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos are probably looking at this going, why did we waste millions of dollars sending something into space when we could have just got Harry Kane to kick the fucking thing?
The Dallas Cowboys can suck my fucking dick because they're not going to win shit this year.
You're listening to the Claret and Big Blue podcast on the Pass the Gravy podcast network.
Damn, Daniel.
Yeah, what can I do for you, Rod? You just tell me, what can I do for you?
It's a very personal, very important thing. Are you ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Here it is. Show me the money.
And we are live.
We'll do it live!
Welcome everyone to Claret and Big Blue, probably the only podcast on the internet dedicated to West Ham United and the New York Giants. That's right, football and football balls for everyone's taste. I am Mike Fish and I am joined, as always, by a man who's always an unrestricted free agent in my heart. It's Mr. Alex Middleton. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. It's a good day to be a Giants fan or a Daniel Jones fan, I guess. Although I feel like Twitter might not feel the same way because people were mad. And it's been a weird day. It's been a weird couple of days. But I'm glad that we've got a resolution to the whole Daniel Jones thing. I am very happy with it. People on Twitter just want to be miserable, and they were not. But I don't care about them because I am happy.
Yeah, Dan stands, keeping him. And I was
all day.
Because I was behind the scenes here, you know, I was bitching last week about our online store, and I was like, well, I've finally found potentially a replacement. And I was like trying to work out which designs I was going to transfer over to the new store. And I held up just in case with the Viva la Dimes, but that's going to be back. It's going to be back, baby.
Hell yeah, dude.
For at least 4 more years.
Hell yeah. Thank God. Thank God, man. Yeah, 160 mil. It was 4 years. Give us the out after about 2, basically, because he's got 82 million guaranteed. Yeah. A lot of people were saying that this was too much. Like, he didn't deserve it. And it was like, oh, well, he threw this many touchdowns. He only had 22 touchdowns. Like, he had no receivers. Let's not forget that. And he also ran the ball for like 700 yards. He scored 7 touchdowns with his feet, and he won a playoff game for us. So I'm kind of cool with like what we've seen from him this past year under a competent coaching staff. It's good to have our guy back. They can hate on him all they want, but what's about to happen next year is the quarterback market's going to go up even more. And when Danny had balled out this upcoming season, then we would have had to pay him on that market too if we had franchise tagged him. So good for that. And then also we got to franchise tag Saquon Barkley, which means we're going to have him back at $10 million next year.
Yeah. And if we franchise tag Daniel Jones, that would have been, because from what I'm getting from the multiple messages online is that so the 2023 cap hit of Daniel Jones is going to be around 19 million, which is significantly less than the cap hit would have been if we had to franchise tag him.
Right, which I think was like 20-something million.
I think it was like 30 million almost.
It might have been. It may have been. I might have been way wrong on that. But yeah, like it also would have meant we lost Saquon. Saquon would not have been back for sure. I don't know. You know, like maybe we don't reach a new deal with him. Maybe he wants to hold out. Maybe we have to do something there. We're going to deal with that later. I know that they were further in negotiations with Daniel Jones, and like they were further apart with Saquon. So now we got him locked up at least. And, you know, if he's back, he's back. If not, we're to get something for him, I think. But $10 million on your, like $29 million on your 2 best, most important players on your offense. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. And I was trying to understand with that because it's the unrestricted tag that's on Saquon, right? So obviously that means he can now, if he wishes, negotiate with other teams And then if they give him an offer,
we get 2 first-round picks for him.
And we also get the opportunity to match that offer.
Or either or.
But if he does go to another team, we get 2 first-round picks, which would be pretty sweet. It's kind of like now we're in that situation of we've locked Daniel Jones in for at least 2 years, but we have the option of 4 years. And now we have Saquon Barkley or 2 first-round picks. Not the worst situation it could have been.
And with the Daniel Jones deal, like, yeah, you gave him that 82 million guaranteed, which is about a little bit more than half of it. I mean, but it is essentially like we have an out after 2 years, and that basically means that we've franchise tagged him 2 times without really having to franchise tag him, because in the long run, it's not costing us as much as it would if we were to franchise tag him in back-to-back years. And I think that's really gonna, like, when they're like, oh, Daniel Jones didn't give a fuck about the team. I don't think that matters. I think what he just did right there was help the team out. I also think that Daniel Jones didn't know the team anything. I think he knew where he was beneficial. Like last year, where having Dable and everybody there in Kafka were awesome for him developmentally. And I think he also realizes that this is the same team that said, we're going to decline your 5th-year option and make you a free agent at the end of next year. And he balled out. And when you ball out on your final year of a contract, especially when they didn't pick it up, that's on them.
Yeah, I think
I get that the Giants wanted to see it be proved, but Daniel Jones is like, I fucking proved it. Like, pay me. And I don't understand. That's my logic. It's like, that's the people that are getting mad about Daniel Jones getting paid like that. It's like, if you want a quarterback in this league, and I've said it so many times, if you want a quarterback in this league that's going to make you your consistent starting quarterback, your franchise quarterback, and I think that's what Daniel Jones is, you got to pay him like that. If Dak's getting $40 million a year, you got to pay Daniel Jones $40 million a year.
Yeah, and as I tweeted out earlier at CBB Pod, if you want to follow that, if you're not already, you can argue who, like, I think he's better than Geno Smith, but if you want to argue that he's not, whatever. But like I say, in the current market, if Geno Smith's getting 35 mil a year, why is anyone surprised that Daniel Jones is getting at least that, if not more? Because again, if you want to bring stats and arguments side by side for last year, yeah, blah 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 blah, because Geno Smith did well last year, but Daniel Jones has age on his side, and he has more. I think he has way more of an upside than Geno Smith. So you have to have that into consideration as well. I wasn't shocked.
But it being a feel-good story for Geno, it being a feel-good story for Geno Smith to get that, and then go fuck you, Daniel Jones. It's like, are you telling me, like, well, what did Daniel Jones do in other years? What did Geno Smith ever do before last year? Like, sometimes you need a quarterback coach that's going to deal with you. Sometimes you need an offensive coordinator that believes in you. Sometimes you need a head coach that knows how to work with you. And Geno Smith had that, and he got paid. And everybody's like, oh, feel good story. Wow, coming off comeback player of the year. Like, cool. Like, Daniel Jones, kind of the same shit, man. Like, and that's what I don't understand the anger or the outrage over. It's like, he had nobody. He won a playoff game with the least amount of talent out of anybody in the first round of the playoffs. The Giants were the weakest playoff team in this year's postseason, and we won a playoff game against a team that had what, like 4 losses, whatever the Vikings did. I don't know.
I think it was
4 or 5 losses.
I think we were the 4th one.
Like that. Yeah.
Or maybe, whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. We
beat the Vikings, and the Vikings had a hell of a year. And like, I don't understand the anger over that, but then it's very hypocritical. Is kind of what I saw. Derek Carr, like, you say Derek Carr is like a way better quarterback. He got more guaranteed money than Daniel Jones. I don't have a problem with Derek Carr. I think Derek Carr is a good quarterback. I think Derek Carr is a fine quarterback. But
I want to give a quick shout out though.
The same tier as Derek Carr, at least.
But can we, even though this is a Giants podcast, I do want to take a quick moment to give a shout out to Derek Carr, because what he did is chef's kiss. Beautiful, like a big middle finger, F you to the Vegas Raiders, where they offered him a trade to the Saints, and he was like, no, I'm good. And then as soon as they cut him and the Raiders wouldn't get anything in return, he was like, hey, Saints, do you still want me? Well,
they did bench him. Basically, we're like, you're not going to play. You might as well stay away from the team. We don't want you to get hurt, because then we owe you this much money if you get hurt. And he was like, all right, fuck you guys. Like, if y'all aren't going to help me out, I'm not going to help you out either then. So
yeah,
I like that.
And
I like
you're saying,
I think he's good for New Orleans. He's good for New Orleans. But if you want to say, like, Daniel Jones, Like, I think it was very appropriate with like the Derek Carr signing yesterday because Daniel Jones is within that tier of Derek Carr. He is right there in that tier, like where it's like, yeah, he's not the elite quarterback where you have a Patrick Mahomes or a Josh Allen or anything like that. If you want to throw Lamar in there, I think Lamar is slightly in between tiers. I think Lamar is a really good quarterback, but I also think Lamar is kind of just like there's the Mahomes and Allens of the world, and then there's the Lamars, which is right just slightly below it. But I think that like you have like the Lamars, and then I don't know, where do we put Hurts? Where do we put Hurts right now? Because I would say like Hurts is like borderline elite, but he's done it for like one season as a baller. And so it's like I would put like there's Jalen Hurts and Lamar, and it's like elite-ish. There's elite and elite-ish. And then there's like the next tier down, and that's Daniel Jones. That's like Daniel, if you want to throw Dak Prescott in that, if you want to throw like Derek Carr in that, like that's that next tier. And like I don't think that he got overpaid for the tier that he is in.
Yeah. I mean, if you're power ranking, you'd have to bring in so many outside influences in. I think Jalen Hurts had an incredible year last year, but you'd have to put together his regular season schedule. So it's kind of he's definitely good, but yeah, I would put him slightly below where you. Yeah, I would agree. But yeah, circling back to Daniel Jones, like I said, I think everyone, a lot of people have, and I get it. I'm not blaming them, but I think everyone has their Giants fans hat on, which I get because everyone's like, well, if he wants to win, blah 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 blah, he should be taking a pay cut. Or whatever, not pay cut, but you know what I mean, a lower offer so that we have more money to build around him and yada, 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 which is a fair point, a good point. However, like you said, similar to maybe not as similar to the Derek Carr situation, but you have to remember, this team said, we don't think you're good enough, so we are not extending your contract. And then he went out and made them go, oh, actually, can we keep you now? So why wouldn't he go?
Why give him? Yeah, can we get a deal?
Yeah, like why wouldn't he push for
more?
No,
you just did. You made me bet on myself, and I did, and it worked out.
It's like Aaron Judge for the Yankees,
right? It
not
went in that way.
You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, but Aaron Judge is like an elite play, like a top player in the league, you know. So he got to reset a market. And Daniel Jones didn't reset any market or anything like that. He's not the highest paid quarterback in the league or anything. Like, yeah, if you're like, oh, Daniel Jones wants $50 million, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's probably not going to happen. But still, like, we would have owed Daniel Jones more after he balls out next year, and we're going to. And we have the same group back, plus we get an entire draft class. And, like, also remember, we have to sign Dexter Lawrence. We don't know what's going on with Williams. It's very possible Williams isn't back next year. We
Julian Love, I wouldn't mind having him back.
But not at $20 million a year.
No, there's definitely going to be some restructuring.
Because we have to Xavier McKinney. We got to resign. Ideally, you bring him back. You know, like there's a lot of positions that the Giants have that are not locked up long term, and like this is just the biggest step. I saw that us and the Browns, I think, are the youngest team in the league right now. With average age, and like you got Kayvon. I mean, that's 4 years away probably because we're gonna pick up his 5th year option.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But still, like you got to pay Dexter. Dexter's gonna reset a market possibly. Dexter's top 3 tackles, top 3 defensive linemen in the league, right?
And then the sexiest, obviously.
Sexiest, obviously in the league, but I don't know.
Which gets an extra mil, I think.
It probably does. It worked for Brady for a little bit. It's probably gonna work for Burrow next year. But like that's another thing. It's like you think Daniel Jones is gonna, like, I'm not saying Daniel Jones is in the Joe Burrow camp, but like Joe Burrow is gonna fucking break the market next year. He's gonna break that market when he signs that deal, you know. Like, so it's like Daniel Jones is just like it's the next guy up. All right, cool. What do you got? Like Lamar Jackson just got franchise tagged. We don't know what's gonna happen with him.
Yeah, that's gonna be I think that's gonna be a very interesting one. Because obviously he's holding out.
He's really good, but I don't think he's as good as like Patrick Mahomes.
See, with the Lamar Jackson situation, a lot of people are saying, oh, he's holding it. He wants fully guaranteed contract, which could put a lot of teams off. But then you have to wonder, does he actually want that? Or does he just want that from the Ravens because they've been dicking him around a bit?
Right. Yeah.
So if someone else comes into
either
him,
way, he
could be like more negotiable. Because I mean, I've heard. I know we're going straying way off, but it's been a crazy day. We'll see. Wouldn't be shocked to see him replaces the number one target for the Jets, and Aaron Rodgers goes back to his cave. So that could be interesting.
There's a lot of Aaron Rodgers smoke, though. A lot of Aaron Rodgers smoke going to the Jets.
I don't think he's. I mean, he's very good, but I don't. But he's just like, because realistically, I mean, not that I care about the Jets, but if you wanted to bring him onto the Jets, you'd want at least 2 years guaranteed. And even if he says he was going to guarantee for 2 years, there's nothing stopping him from going, actually, I'm going to retire back to my hole now after 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, he scares me in more ways than one. Sorry, yeah, I'm going off on a tangent. But so yes, this is going to be interesting. Where did you? Oh, sorry, Alex. Oh, brings up a quick point. Giants still need a backup quarterback. Wentz can be second. No, obviously, you forget the second part. That's interesting. But where do you think? Would you think we? Because who have we got? Did we keep anyone? I'm trying to remember now. Who was that backup?
Tyrod Taylor. I think he's under contract for 2 years or so. He's under contract for 1 more year. I think it was a 2-year deal we signed him on.
I wouldn't be shocked if we use one of our later round picks just to bring in like a
maybe, or like it's a 2-year, $17 million deal, possibly $11 million deal, put 17 in incentives if other things were to happen. But that's why they brought Tyrod in. They were like, well, hey, if Daniel Jones doesn't work out, we're not picking up it. Remember, everybody's like, Daniel Jones, obviously he's on his way out of New York. They didn't even believe in him. And the coaching staff was like, we don't know what we got with him, but we got Tyrod Taylor. So if Daniel Jones fucking sucks at the beginning of the year, we'll go to Tyrod, and then we'll just like buy Daniel. They could part ways, but Daniel Jones balled out. And we were lucky because, I mean, really, like, Tyrod Taylor came in that one play, that one game that Daniel got hurt, where we had to have Saquon play running back because Tyrod Taylor threw a pick. He had that cool run for a first down, then he got concussion. And, like...
You mean Saquon played quarterback for a couple of snaps?
And then Saquon we had to run Wildcat, basically, for the rest of the game until Daniel Jones came in and then just had to hand off to Saquon. Quarterback can't throw.
I still remember that game like it was yesterday. I was in a bar with the game on, but there was no sound, and I was like chatting away to my buddies. And then I looked up. I was like, "Wait, why don't we have a quarterback? What's going on? What's going on?
Why is 26 back there?"
And I'm sure for at least one snap, Daniel Jones was like pretending to be a wide receiver or some shit, and it was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
They're just getting him out of the way. But I don't know, man. I'm really happy with what the Giants did today, and I think that it shows that, like, Shane and them obviously trust Daniel Jones. I don't think it broke the bank. I think that, like I said earlier, it was like basically franchise tagging Daniel Jones twice and not having to pay the full franchise. Like, I mean, it's $82 million guaranteed. Okay, like that's. I'd say he earned that. He's gonna be our guy for 4 years at least, or 2 years at least. Like, give him the money. He's got 30 something in incentives. And then, like, we have a team option after 2 years. So if it goes south, then, like, we lost $82 million, but it's an NFL franchise. They'll bounce back, and we can do something in 2 years. I think that Daniel Jones is the long-term solution, though. And I don't think we overpaid for him. I think that, like, we paid about exactly what he's worth. And I think if there was anything more on top of that, it was well-deserved by him. But we're still going to be able to build a team. We didn't, like, break the bank or anything like that. And then who knows, maybe we can sign Saquon to something that's a decent deal. I just don't want to pay. Like, I don't want Saquon to sign a Zeke deal. And that was, like, what I think we sort of avoided there.
Well, from what, again, we don't know. I don't know the numbers, but from what I was reading around, obviously, I'm sure you were the same, reading a bunch today. But from the whispers, apparently they were close to a deal. But in the end, they just like, we just need more time, so they franchise tagged him. But
right,
so
but it wouldn't have happened if Daniel hadn't done that, because then the franchise tag would have had to, like, it would have had to go to Daniel. That was the plan. And then they were saying that, like, who knows if, like, we would have reached anything by free agency, so we might not have been able to bring in a quarterback, and it could have set us back. And it was just like it was good to get Daniel Jones locked up, because I didn't even really get the notification on my phone until 3:03 here, Central, so 4:03 your time, and I was like, fuck, the deadline was at 3. I was like, we didn't sign him. Like, we were going to franchise tag him, but that means Saquon's gone. And there was like a 2-3 minute period where I was just like, well, Saquon's probably gone. And then I got the notification. It was like, got him.
Yeah, no, if I remember correctly, because I had a bunch of stuff open, listening to the radio and things like that. It was maybe like 5 minutes before 4 o'clock, or the deadline when it was announced. So, here we go. But yeah, I guess now attention moves to when does is the free agency window open as of like now? Did it start as soon as that deadline? I get confused.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly of the numbers on that. Yeah, hold on, let me look. NFL free agency. By look, I mean I'll Google it right now. March 15th is when free agency officially starts.
Okay, so I've got a week and a bit.
Yeah, so that'll be the start of the new league year officially.
Because I think if I was looking, I was checking out some other people they were talking about. We have around about I think 18 million, give or take, in cap space left. So I'm going to assume that's incorporating the current contracts of the would-be free agents. So we need to try to get them about the same number or drop down or maybe only go up a little bit. I could be wrong. But I think we do have a little bit of room. But
We
I
have
think
like $139 million, I think. We got a lot of fucking money.
oh, why? What I was reading is
whatever the number was, we had a lot of maybe not like overall total cap space, but we freed up a bunch of shit.
oh, so screw it.
We have like the third or fourth most cap space of any team right now.
Oh, let's get Kenny
we're not
Golladay
going to
back
go
then.
all in. No,
Let's
not do that. Let's not do that.
Is there any big free agents that you know of that you could see?
I don't know. I would. I've seen some like other people like linked to us possibly, but I'm not sure exactly who we're gonna go after. Like the linebackers would be a big thing. I need to really do kind of like a free agency deep dive, but I figured we'd had another like week or two to kind of get ready for that. So why don't we do like our deep dive in free agency? Let's do it after like episode 100 next week or episode 101 after that.
Yeah, because
we're ready for draft talk.
Big announcement next week for our 100th episode. We have special guest, West Ham ITK. That means in the know for those in the know. Ex-WHU employee stopping by. Big West Ham, obviously, but also a big Giants fan. He'll be joining us next week. We'll be picking his brains, try to get some inside information out of him. Come on, Nex. Come on. And also finding out exactly what he knows about the Giants and why did he pick the Giants. He's already warned me that his knowledge of the Giants is nowhere near his knowledge of West Ham, but it'll be a fun conversation. So make sure you check that out next week, and we'll celebrate. I might even have a drink next week. Go nuts.
Who knows?
Bit of champagne, maybe. Ooh.
Oh, dude, I have breaking news, sort of former Giant related. Kansas City Chiefs believe former Giants first-round pick Kadarius Toney will be wide receiver number 1 for them in 2023. If I told you, Mike, over under 7.5 games for Kadarius Toney, what would you go with that he plays?
Are we talking regular season?
Regular season games.
Just regular season games.
17.
I'm gonna go with the over. Just
You're gonna go over? Okay.
Just.
I mean, what are you playing like this year? Like 2, 3, and then the postseason?
Wait, but when did he leave us? Because that was a whole wasn't he really hurt kind of situation. So I don't know.
And he still didn't play. I don't know. I mean, I hope the best for him. Happy he got a Super Bowl, man. But yeah, he was just not gelling with our coaching staff. And Dable seems like a pretty chill dude. So it was obviously something on him. But yeah, he's gonna be their wide receiver number 1. More of a slot guy, if you ask me. But maybe
that's interesting. Because realistically, what did he like?
He was kind of just like a short Tyreek Hill.
He scored like a nice catch in the Super Bowl. And then he did that really nice catch that was called back. That's about it during the playoffs, I think, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
That one where they did the ring around the rosy bullshit and then threw it to him and then he called back. Was that the playoffs? I don't know. What do you think about that? What is that whole shit? Like, I guess it tricks some defenses, but it looks stupid.
I don't know, man.
Alex, I thought I was a special guest since I'm CBB #1 fan. That's you are, but obviously, if we have you on as a guest, then that reduces our viewers by 1 to not many. So, we need you, buddy. Keep doing your thing. Send us nonsensical messages. We appreciate you. Yeah. Anything else? For some reason, I thought I would have way more to talk about than that, but then it's kind of like, well, yep, that's it.
I feel like that's all people have been talking about pretty much all day. It's just kind of like, I don't know. I feel like everybody's already had all these takes anyway, so we could talk about it for another. We've talked 20 minutes of it, so I don't know. That's our Giants free agency update on stuff that just happened today.
Beautiful stuff. Right, I guess we can kind of touch on West Ham, I guess. We have to.
It's not. What if we didn't? Let's just not.
Well, real quick, let's have some laughs, shall we? Let's have some comedic break for this week's joke of the day.
The joke of the day.
So, Alex,
what's up, Mike?
This is a recap. I wasn't prepared for this, so this is
all week. All week. All week.
But why did the bike fall over?
Because it was tired.
Because it was too tired. I'm sorry.
It's not even good.
I'll come up with a good one for next week. 100th episode.
Just Google.
The joke of the day.
We're going to have a guest on, and he's going to be like, that's a fucking segment you do? That's a fucking segment? I want to end this interview now. I'm out.
Well, what other segments? Alex O, suggest some other fun segments we could do. Because apparently Alex doesn't like the joke.
I'm just saying it might not be the best way to advertise it to a person we have on the podcast for the first time.
Alex, hey Mike, are you going for UK March Madness? Of course. They're going to go undefeated. I think they have to.
Well, they would have to, yeah, if they were to win the tournament.
Then that's my bold prediction. UK,
I picked
if they go undefeated, they'll win.
I went the reverse. I went KU. I already put a future on Kansas to win it all.
Kingdom United.
Yeah. It's just Kansas, which is also weird because isn't it University of Kansas? But it's like, why is it KU?
Because UK was taken.
But you can only be if you're named after someone, you can be Baylor is BEU, and it makes sense. But it's weird that Oklahoma is OU, and it's the University of Oklahoma, is it not? Not OU, not Oklahoma University. See? It's all about grammar. People just don't follow it sometimes. That's why I didn't go to Oklahoma, because they didn't get it.
You can cover the Houston Rednecks too.
Roughnecks. Please put some respect to their name.
Rugnecks.
Rugnecks.
Is that French Canadian?
I think rouge is red in French, I believe. So it's close.
Then that's that could be, that'd be disrespect. Don't call anyone Texas just a redneck. That sounds insulting.
I think we've made the podcast obscure enough as it is. To throw hey, here's a team in London, here's a team in New York. Let's also throw a lower level football league in. We'll talk XFL too. You want one more random team you might not be a fan of that might make it more difficult to listen to? Well, what if we told you this?
And now, welcome to our 20-minute chat about the New York Liberty WNBA team.
Oh, I mean, obviously. Hey, do you want to join my WNBA fantasy league?
Does it cost me money?
It'll cost you $50.
Then no.
Big money, dude. It's big money.
If I'm
gonna have one with the boys only. No girls allowed. It's the fellas WNBA league. Trying to put some respect. Don't worry, you know just about as much as anybody else that will be in the league.
When's the deadline?
I don't know. Whenever the season starts.
Should we not know when that starts?
I don't fucking watch the WNBA, dude. And I'm not going to watch it. I'm just gonna have a
the
fantasy league.
WNBA season start.
Sabrina Ionescu, I think she's with the Liberty now. So that's
12 days.
Fucking shit, dude. Let's do a draft next week then. Fuck. Really glad you looked that up.
Yeah. The Liberty's opening game is against the Washington Mystics.
Fuck, dude. Yeah, Liberty are gonna go back to back, bro.
Or did they win the WNBA title last year?
You don't even know who won the WNBA title, bro. Come on, watched every game.
I missed it. But good for them. Good for New York. I do know. Aren't they owned by the same people that own the Nets?
I don't know that.
Because I think didn't they play at the Barclays Center? Let me see. They do play at the Barclays Center. Yes, they do. Check me out.
Mike, I'm gonna count you in, so you owe me $50. Just Venmo it to me.
Okay.
So we're forming this. This is really happening. Very excited about it.
The CBB WNBA Men's Only League.
Just mostly abbreviations. Yeah, the PTG, CBB, WNBA,
MOL, Men Only.
L for just LFJAD, SGCBGs. The Passive Baby, Clear and Big Blue, WNBA, Fantasy Basketball League for just dudes, so guys can still be guys. League.
I'll work on the logo.
Dude, it's just got like 37 fucking letters. Like, what does it stand for? We don't honestly, we don't even know at this point. We made it up one time.
Just the t-shirt, and it just goes all the way around to the back.
Oh, dude, Alex, are you in? I tweeted it out, so hopefully I'll get some more people in on my league.
There you go. Check it out at Alex J Middleton if you want to take part.
Let's buy jerseys.
Why do I feel that they would be still
like $20?
$100?
Oh, they probably have to be.
Here you go. I'm on WNBAstore.com. Here we go. Right.
All right, let's get a good one. I want a Sabrina Ionescu one.
Sounds
Fanatics.
Liberty. Oh wait, this is autographed. Okay, I was going to say that's ridiculous.
Hold on, how much is that one?
The autographed New York Liberty jersey signed by Sabrina Ionescu.
Ionescu, dude. Jeez, get it right. She's a champion.
$180.
That's like an NFL jersey. It's not signed. That's a steal.
Just for the regular, but it's women's, so that's women's.
Dude, I want the equality one. That's sick.
Unisex jersey, $130.
Hey, I could get an autographed team ball for $69.99. Huh? That's a steal.
It's a bargain.
You know what? I'm just gonna add it to my cart.
The things on these,
I bet to buy a Dynamo jersey anyways. Even though I'm still not on speaking terms with them, they have cool jerseys this year. I might as well just throw a basketball in. And I like that they have the names at the bottom below the number before the very large ass advertisement. But that way we can have our hair long and it won't get in the way. So there. So maybe we grow our hair out, Mike.
I'm down.
Let's do it. Dude, this is maybe our best idea ever.
This has been very productive.
I mean, hold on. What other jerseys do we want? I obviously we're not Dallas Wings fans. I might buy a Super jersey just because
I have to go Liberty.
Respect.
Liberty's my team.
Yeah, I like the Liberty as well. Oh, we can get custom jerseys. Do we want to get custom Fish and Middleton jerseys? $129 to customize? That's next to nothing.
Which one are you going? You going for the traditional mint?
Oh, dude, see, I was already on Seattle at this point. I was thinking maybe I just get a Stu Bird one for respect, you know. I want the equality one.
Oh, I was kind of hoping it would.
It's only $129 if I want to get that custom. So that's the second one, dude. This is, and then hey, if you look at the regular Sabrina-esque one, it says almost gone.
Oof. Don't wait.
So hop on that, or hopes. Just get a custom Hope Solo Liberty jersey. Like, did she play basketball? No, she didn't. Just get one that says share. I actually might buy a jersey now, just to have it say that.
Share.
Wait, or dude, just get one. I guess Liberty probably doesn't go well with the Brits, but like, just get a R.I.P. Diane.
Or
Diana.
what you could do is it could be the prize for whoever wins the draft, other than they get the money.
You have to buy the league all jerseys.
You have to buy from the your money. You have to buy
you actually lose money.
Yeah. No, you just get like a custom, of your team of choice, and then because they have in WNBA, they have the number is above the name, or at least it is on the Liberty jersey. So you could have like number 4, and then the fellas. So it's like for the fellas.
Dude.
Yeah.
Hey, if I win the league, I'm actually going to donate all the winnings to a women's charity. Big of me.
You are big.
So that's when I know WNBA ball better than anybody. Watch me I'm going to start being like, fuck. Like, Alex, why are you up so late? Well, dude, I had a Seattle game tip off 9:30. Had to stay up late and watch. I had my point guard was playing. Where's Seattle again? Hold on while I look up the names.
Most of the games are like a decent hour, 7 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Eastern.
There we go.
Eastern.
The Seattle Storm.
Which network?
The Atlanta Dream logo, if you want to go look at that real quick, kind of vaguely looks like a Nazi logo. So I think we're going to steer away from being Dream fans.
So is it WNBA on... You can only watch it on ESPN.com or the app. That's weird.
Well, luckily I already have the app, so done.
Yeah, but you got like an iPad. I've only got a phone. It's a pain in the ass watching
Still
sports on a
works.
phone.
I'll make the league. I'll start it up tonight, and we'll get this moving along. I'll get past the gravy tomorrow. I will officially, like, that'll be, you know what, if you watch it right now and you watch past the gravy, it's an early comeback kid. Putting it right after Guns. That's another comeback kid. See, what would you?
Are they back?
Well, Guns are back, dude. Have you not seen
I
John
missed them
Morant?
so much. They've been away for so long. Yeah,
dude, I'm so glad that you looked up when it started, because if you didn't, I would have been like, fuck, we missed it already. Alex O he wants to be a part of the CBB, WNBA, PTG, FBB, LGL league. That's the abbreviation. We should make like shirts.
Wait, is that CBB, WNBA? No, I thought it was PTG, CBB.
Yeah, we'll work on it, but I just like that it's that many.
We'll workshop it.
We'll put it together.
Oh, now I just know I'm going to be like up late one night trying to work
watching
a logo.
Oh, no, I thought you were watching WNBA. I just can't wait till we texting with the boys. Like, bro, can you believe fucking SQ dunked all over your chick, bro?
Who are you texting? Well, I'm in my WNBA group chat.
We'll start one. Or at least like a Twitter chat. A Twitter space. we're always on Twitter Spaces like, yeah, bro, I really just think the Mystics their defense is not getting it done. There's too turnover prone. The Sky are taking it all this year, right? I don't know if the Lynx are outliers right now. Can the Liberty repeat? I don't know. There are no Houston Comets. I'll tell you that much. I want to buy a Houston Comets jersey. That'll be the jersey.
That is a cool name.
Yeah, they were the greatest franchise in Houston sports history, actually, until the Roughnecks came along. They won 4 titles.
So we've got Atlanta Dream, Chicago Sky, Connecticut Sun. That sounds like a really nice song.
Dude, I
Dallas
get a Cheryl
Wings,
Swift jersey for $15. Done.
Indiana Fever. Not a big fan on that one.
You know what else gave you a fever? COVID.
True. That's facts. Las Vegas Aces, Los Angeles Sparks. That's a lame name. Minnesota Lynx. Not bad. New York Liberty, Phoenix Mercury, Seattle Storm, and the Washington Mystics. So I guess who's you going localish?
I'm
go for
Liberty.
Wings?
I'm Team Liberty, bro. Fuck the Wings, dude. Everybody knows I hate Dallas. I hate Dallas more than anything, bro.
Well, to be fair, we do need something else to talk about instead of West Ham because
so now we're a big Liberty podcast too.
Suck.
Yeah, you run through it. I hand up, woke up, and thought the game was an hour later than it was. And then by the time I saw that it had already started, it was 2-0. And I decided I was just not going to watch.
It was
I didn't miss
miserable.
much.
So yes, we lost 4-0 to Brighton. And I don't know what it is about this team that's just beating me down. Where normally when West Ham are losing, I get angry. But this, I was just watching. I was like, I don't. Of course, this is. I don't care anymore. It's ridiculous. You know, the key. We had 2 shots on target in the first half, and we ended the game with a total of 2 shots on target. We didn't even have a shot on target in the second half. It was pathetic. I don't know what's going to happen because now I'm just kind of like, because everyone said, Moyes out, and you know, then we got people going, who are they going to get? But at this point, I think we're just in this cycle, and we'll chat more about it with XWHU employee next week. But I think we're just in this vicious cycle because it always seems to happen where we have a couple of seasons where we're looking good, and then we get we sign some really nice players, and then we just shit the bed, and then those players we get rid of them, and then we kind of start again. And I think this is where we're at again. It's just, I don't know what the answer is. We suck. Hopefully,
yeah, man, it's bullshit.
Hopefully, we kind of start turning things up again on Thursday against Larnaca. If we don't beat Larnaca, good Lord, I just give up.
We never lost ever in the Conference League, so we do have that going for us. All our eggs are in that basket. That's all we got to think about.
We've never lost.
Never lost in Conference League.
Oh, that's true. Okay, yes, sorry, yes.
Facts.
Yes.
I'm just speaking facts here.
No,
never,
facts.
ever in the history of the Conference League has West Ham ever been on the wrong side of a game.
And in the long and storied history of the Conference League, 2 years, no team has ever gone undefeated.
Cut that part from the final.
Yeah, but no team has ever gone. It's a good job we're not live. No team has ever gone undefeated in the group stages except for West Ham. So, you know, we do have that record.
History on our side. No team's ever gone undefeated in the group stage in Europa Conference League history and not won it.
How crazy is it that this podcast is older than the Europa Conference League?
It's pretty wild, but I'll take it. I'll take that trophy because that means we have more trophies than Harry Kane still.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. 100%. But if we win this, I'm going to be dancing in the street. These fun facts are amazing. Yeah. Well, you're lacking. So we need to help out here. Where are your fun facts, Alex O? Huh? Gotcha. And Coach Lasso is going to turn his franchise around. That would be I want just to be a troll. I wonder how many West Ham fans I could annoy by just exclusively referring to West Ham as a franchise. I wonder.
I don't know.
soccer franchise. Let's get it done. Yeah, but that's it. So we have Larnaca on Thursday at 12:45, and I have a work thing at 1:00, so I won't see it live. So fingers crossed we win. So but then again, if we lose, then I'll just pretend that I watched it. And then Aston Villa in the league on Sunday. The only thing we have going for us, I think, though, is that after the second leg against Larnaca on the 16th of March, we don't play again until April 2nd.
Spring break.
Little spring break, because there's an shitty international break, but never fear, that'll be when we'll be talking, 3 whole weeks for us to talk about the WNBA. Whew, look forward to that, fellas and ladies, of course. We're inclusive. We respect everyone. There you go. That's our West Ham chat. I'm over it. I'm bored of it. Anything you want to add about West Ham? Doubt it.
I'm mad at them, so no. My silence is all I have for them.
But is this microphone, is it picking up the wind that's smashing into this window right now?
No.
Good Lord. I think there's like a hurricane coming through, which would be fun. Good luck to England in the WBC. Is England in the WBC? Or are we like Great Britain? Because sometimes we're in the...
Don't know.
We are Great Britain. There we are. It's Great Britain. And I'm sure we'll do fantastically. Who are we? Actually, if I could watch, I think it'd be hilarious to watch Great Britain try to play baseball.
They're probably not very good. Oh, yeah, it's World Baseball Classic, right? Yeah. That's weird that I just don't like when it's Team GB and Team England. It's like, be one or the other, guys. It's too many fucking things to keep up with.
Oh, March 11th. Great Britain versus the United States. I wonder how that will go. Oof. I'm sure that'll be on TV somewhere, right? Like ESPN 7. Some shit.
Yeah, they'll put on one of the things, like MLB TV or some shit.
Check that out. Anyway, let's wrap this stuff up. Don't forget, if you do want to take part in the PTG, CBB, WNBA, etc., go follow Alex at Alex J Middleton on Twitter. And I'm sure he'll be talking about that on tomorrow's episode of Pass the Gravy. What have you got to look forward to other than that? Obviously, we got the early source of the comeback kids, but what else have we got coming up on Pass the Gravy tomorrow?
By the way, we are not allowed to use the name that I was going to use, so the abbreviations may be different.
Why? Because it has WNBA and WNBA in it.
Too many letters.
Oh, in the
league name cannot be longer than a certain length. But now it's just the PTG Women's Supporters League. So.
Oh wow! You just totally dropped CBB out of it. Wow, appreciate it. Wow, and you want $50 from me? Wow.
I'll get it. I'll send it to your email, Alex. Hit me up with your email, and I'll send you an invite. But the league's officially live, so we're good to go. We're accepting 10 people in the league. The few, the proud, the 10 for the women.
Support women.
Oh, we're gonna be talking about shit. Hold on, I had my prep sheet up so I can tell you what we're talking about. We're talking about John Jones. I may or may not still be a car guy and continued my streak of being a car guy over the weekend. We're gonna tell you some stuff that's not cool this week, and then we got some pretty good questions and power rankings. We got another mock draft for you guys all tomorrow on Pass the Gravy at Pass the Gravy Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And go and subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. What you got on the waffle box going on?
Tomorrow on Waffle Box, we're talking about the fantastic story of we go back when Lady Gaga had her dog stolen or kidnapped, dognapped. I don't know, whatever the terminology is for that. And the person who stole the dogs then returned the dogs to try to get the reward. And she got arrested. And now she's suing Lady Gaga to try to get some money because she still wants the reward, even though she's the one that stole them in the first place. It's hilarious. We'll be diving into that story. Plus, we'll be talking about Creed 3 in this week's movie review. Plus, of course, we have the Done Well record and Feel Good Story and all that good stuff. So check that out at WaffleBox POD on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook if you are over the age of 50. But yeah, new episode dropping tonight. So again, as always, usual technique in the morning or early afternoon, listen to WaffleBox. Then as you gradually make your way into the evening, enjoy Past the Gravy. Sounds like a weather thing. And in late evening, you'll see the Gravy Gang moving in.
Yeah, you have to do it in the robot
West.
voice, but absolutely. Right tone to it.
Check that out. But yes, follow us on Twitter and Instagram or at CBPod. If you are watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up and all that good stuff. If you are watching us on Twitch, make sure you follow. I see you. One person watching on Twitch. Hit the follow.
We got you.
But yeah, make sure you join us next week for our 100th episode with XWHU employee and an amazing joke. That's gonna.
It better be.
It's gonna be hilarious. But until then, of course, don't forget.
Seahorses forever.
See you next Tuesday.
Hey, let's go to Peyton. He's going to break down that touchdown. Can't hear shit. Never mind.